Welcome to my Smart Notebook lesson on 2D shapes and 3D objects. In this video, I will highlight 3 notebook tools that will help Grade 2 students develop their understanding on shapes. In this first slide, I've used the Activity Builder tool, located here, to create a drag and drop activity that will help students achieve the program of study's specific outcome of being able to sort 2D shapes and 3D objects. Once I have all of my desired images on the page, I will select the images that I wish to use as my activity objects. In this case, my 2D and 3D squares. I would then edit my activity objects by dragging and dropping the other images into the corresponding categories. I can then select how objects behave when they are accepted or rejected. For example, when I move this orange rectangle into the 2D category, it will spin because it is accepted. However, when I try to move this green cube into the 2D activity, it will bounce back to its original position, allowing for students another chance to correctly sort the images. On my next slide, I've made use of the Erase to Reveal setup to allow my students to make predictions and to then check their answers. After I've filled my grid with the correct answers, I will then select the Pen tool and then the Pen Properties tool to select a color and a thickness that will allow me to cover over my answers. These blank spaces are where students will record their own answers and can then use the Erase tool to check their answers. I've also used the Smart Record option with this slide in order to check my students' work. This can allow me to see where students are having areas of strength and areas of weakness that I can focus on in future lessons. This is my recording of a student's answer. So for the number of sides, the student will record their answer of 6. For the number of vertices, they will record their answer of 8. And for the number of edges, they will record their answer of 12. Down at the bottom of the screen, they are also answering the cube net shape. Once the student has answered their answers, they will then select the Erase tool to erase their answers to reveal the correct corresponding answer. For my last slide, I made use of the Smart Notebook Lesson Activity Toolkit to achieve the specific outcome of identifying 2D shapes in 3D objects. I clicked the Activity Tool tab, located here, and then searched for Image Match. I then selected the activity into my own page and modified the images and answers to suit my lesson. Now the students can match their 2D shape words to the 3D objects. They can then check their answers and modify their answers until they have found the correct matching. Thank you for viewing my lesson on 2D shapes and 3D objects, which highlights 3 Smart Notebook tools that can be used to develop and foster student understanding of this math concept.